My brother and I grew up sharing everything: toys, secrets, dreams. He was my shadow, my partner in crime, the one I trusted above all. Everyone used to say, "Together, these two will rule the world someday." And for a while, it looked like they were right. After college, we started a business together. It wasn't glamorous at first, just two young men with no money hustling day and night. But we built it brick by brick. Long nights, no sleep, every dime reinvested back into the company. Within a few years, we weren't struggling anymore. We were growing. Big contracts, recognition, money finally flowing in. And through it all, I thought my brother and I were still the same kids we had always been. Partners for life. Around the same time, I got married. My wife was beautiful, supportive, and for years I thought she was my anchor. My brother and my wife got along almost too well sometimes, but I brushed it off. After all, they were family. I trusted them both with my life. But trust is fragile, and when it breaks, it shatters like glass. The first crack appeared in the business. I started noticing strange things: money unaccounted for, contracts signed without my knowledge, accounts I didn't recognize. Every time I asked, my brother had excuses. "Don't worry about it, I've got it handled. You're too cautious. You need to let me take risks." I wanted to believe him, so I did. The second crack came at home. My wife grew distant. She was always busy, always too tired, always checking her phone with a little smile she didn't think I noticed. But I ignored it, telling myself marriages go through phases. I never imagined the truth until the night I came home early. I walked into my own bedroom and saw them together. My wife, my brother, the two people I trusted most, betraying me in the cruelest way possible. My world collapsed in seconds. I confronted them, shaking with rage and disbelief. But instead of guilt, my brother smirked. "You've always been the boring one. You build things. I take things further. She deserves more than you could ever give." And my wife? She didn't deny it. She looked at me coldly and said, "I love him. I think I always have." That night, I lost everything. My marriage, my brother, and soon, my business. Because within weeks, I discovered the full betrayal. Together, they had plotted against me. My brother had siphoned funds, forged signatures, and locked me out of the company I had built with my own blood and sweat. My wife, with her connections, helped him seal the deals. Overnight, I went from co-owner to nothing. I was ruined. At least that's what they thought. For months, I lived in silence. Friends pitied me, family avoided me. My brother and ex-wife flaunted their new relationship and their wealth, acting as if I never existed. But while they were busy celebrating, I was busy planning. Revenge isn't about anger. It's about patience. Quietly, I gathered everything: financial records, bank statements, old emails, every shady deal my brother thought I'd never uncover. I hired forensic accountants, I worked with lawyers, I pieced together a case so airtight it could choke him. Then, I chose my moment. It was the company's annual investor meeting. My brother stood on stage bragging about his empire. My ex-wife was seated proudly in the front row. The room was full of powerful people, potential partners, and media. And that's when I walked in. He froze when he saw me. "You don't belong here," he sneered, trying to keep control. But I smiled and placed a thick folder on the table. "Actually, I do. And so do the police." Inside that folder was every piece of evidence: embezzlement, fraud, theft. I had tipped off the authorities beforehand, and within minutes, officers walked in. The room went silent as they put my brother in handcuffs. Investors turned their backs on him instantly, furious at the deception. My ex-wife's face turned pale. Everything she had traded me for, money, power, security, was gone in a single night. Within weeks, the company was liquidated. Many of the assets were restored to me legally. I used them to start fresh, this time with people I could actually trust. Investors backed me again because they knew who the real builder was. As for my brother, He spent years behind bars. My ex-wife stayed with him for a while until the money dried up. Then she left him too, crawling back to the ordinary life she thought she was too good for. And me? I rebuilt. Stronger, smarter, and free of parasites. People often ask me, do you regret anything? My answer is always no. Because my revenge wasn't just about destroying them, it was about reclaiming myself. They stole my wife. They stole my business. But I took back my dignity, my future, and I made sure the world saw them for what they truly were. Parasites who thrived on betrayal. And that is why my revenge will always be remembered as legendary.